Hello everyone, so it actually is darker in here than I thought it was going to be, because the camera lies to me. So today I thought we'd talk about some shamanic stuff, because I've been doing a lot of reading, and this is the book I've been reading called Walking in Light by Sandra Ingerman, and picked it up at the library. It was one of the only books they had on kind of the topic, and so I am almost done with it, as you can see. But it's been really helpful in kind of talking about meditations and how to turn meditation into more of a journey, because in the shamanic sense, all of their journeys are very spiritual and kind of done in a different way than the meditations that I'm trying to do now are. So it's just kind of a broadening sense of practice, I guess. So I don't really do it like exactly as they tell you to do it in the book, you know, with the drum and whatnot, because I don't actually have a drum, but it's just been a lot of exercises, moreover, in meditation sense, and it kind of is helping with, you know, a lot of different aspects of guides and helpers along the way that aren't really confined to what I've been practicing up until now. So it's really enlightening as far as that goes. I'd recommend this book to mostly everyone. I mean, if you can read, you can read this book. So I was just going to go over kind of what I'd done this morning as part of the journey and how it was a little different than what I usually do. So this morning I didn't really have a meditation goal in mind. Like, some of the ones in here are going to be like journey in order to, you know, speak to your ancestors, or journey in order to meet your guides, or journey in order to meet a totem animal. So I kind of just set out not really having a purpose, because I was just trying to get some meditation under my belt. And so when I was in the meditation, I was basically like walking along this river, and I had this urge to cross the river, but I felt like I shouldn't get in the water. So I found these little stepping stones that cross the river, you know, and I walked across the river. And the trees on the other side of the river, they were big pine trees, they were huge. And I was looking up into these pine trees, and all of a sudden 2 birds came to me. And one of them was like this brown owl, you know, with the big white eyes here. And then the other one was like, I'm not exactly sure, it was black with a really long beak. And so the first one flew away, and my guide was there. His name is Roland. I will go into that later. I have an entire video planned out for introducing them. And he kind of the bird grew, and he got on him and flew away, and the owl was left. And I watched the owl, and it flew kind of up and around and onto these trees, and I followed him through the trees. And then he went up to the very top of the tree, and I climbed the tree and went into the Upperworld, which is like an entire different realm. So the Upperworld kind of was just like clouds, right? But it had a lot of obstructions. I couldn't really tell what they were. Like, walking through the clouds, it was like the consistency of moon sand, like really light, and but sand in the same way. And I kept falling through, and I didn't really find anything in the Upperworld. But I was there, and then the owl just kind of disappeared. And that was my first journey up there. So yeah, I am excited to see what comes next.